Okay, I start by cutting out a circle on my proxon with a circle jig. Keep it pretty small so that it will be able to be cut in half on the proxon because I only have 1-inch XPS available in my area. I then take out my old pasta roller and roll up some polymer clay. I'm just going to squeeze these out into thin shapes and repeat the process until I have a few really good usable strips. I have more information on a video I did on this. I'll click it up into the top right corner and you can get a more in-depth tutorial there if you're interested. Okay, and then kind of like a piece of fondue over a cake, I just lay the rolled clay down, and then I'm going to prep it for cleaning. Okay, and just trim off the excess here. I'll use it later. Just trying to get the basic shape ready for rolling. Okay. I have a small collection of rollers from Green Stuff World. These things are really great. They leave impressions in XPS and foam board, and there's a lot of great different ones. The one that I'm going to be using here is the Dark Runes set, and I think it's appropriate for the Cultist diorama. The process here is pretty straightforward. You're just going to put down a lot of pressure on the roller as you go over the surface. You want to make sure it's nice and wet before you press it in. And then in hindsight, I probably should have rolled it flat first and then added it to the surface. But once you're done that, you're just going to bake it and then glue it on and you're good to go. I decided after the build sketch that I wanted to add a layer for stairs going up, so I just took that other half of foam that I cut the solid piece into and traced out a natural curve and hot glued it together. Once that was done, I just used some Sculptamo to blend in the seams and where the base met the XPS foam here, there's a little gap there, so I wanted to make it look like it was part of the ruined rubble and blend it in nicely. So you just go ahead and put a little bit around the edges there, make it look natural. Okay, then I'll use some PVA and tacky glue and set down my first round of base flock. And here's what I really love about 3D printing. I found a free skull file on my mini factory, but I couldn't decide what size was the right size, so I had a couple different prints and decided on the next to last. It was about 25 millimeter. Bunch of candles. Seemed like a cool cultist thing, and these things would take forever to make, so I just printed some up. Okay, so here I just hit the flames with a little bit of the contrast I ironed in yellow, left the white, maybe did a little extra dry brush, and I start basing my project using about 3 or 4 different color flocks here. Okay, and then you can use these little teaspoon guys here to help reach difficult spots, or if you're only doing light layering like I am here, they're great to have on hand.